So this is going to be a collective message and we are going live. Let's just do our regular sound check. I'm a little bit behind on the schedule. This live stream should have happened on Thursday, but I have my other job, my main job that I need to attend to. All right, let's just check this. All right, so this is going to be a test. All right, there we go. All right, so we've started. We have started. All right, so today I'm approaching this reading a little differently. Normally I am like pulling the cards as we speak and I'm thinking about it in the minute. I thought it would be better for me to just kind of think through the cards. I actually pulled these cards yesterday and did some writing on it, and this is all new, but I think there's some things that have come out about it, and then I'm gonna pull some questions. So I think you're seeing that the topic is, these are your gifts. That's what kind of emerged from thinking through the cards. So I pulled the beaver. All right, let's get some light on this. Now, the beaver is a energy that is someone that is naturally like driven, someone that has a lot to contribute, and there's just a sense that beaver is always going to be working whether we want to, whether they want to or not, right? And sometimes it's like people can take that for granted. Or I think the beaver is not, like, people know how important it is to the atmosphere, the ecosystem, the environment, but it's not a top tier animal, right? It's not like a highly respected animal. It's just like, that's the beaver, the beaver's just doing their thing. And so that energy came out for you all, that this reading is, this message is for. And the scholar, no, the scholar, this reminds me of like the hermit type of high priestess type of energy. It's somebody who has been through a lot in life and has learned from it, and is recognizing that their experiences are there for a reason, right? Now, this card came out last, and it's the rebel fight, which it's talking about people who have felt like unique in their social settings. It's people who feel like they are a little bit different and how people respond. So let's get into the message. Let me just spread these out for you. And then let's get into the message. The decks I'm using is the Cosmic Creatures. It is also the Woman in Total Control of Herself. And you don't need to be a woman to be listening to this. This is for everybody. It's just the deck. And also this is the it's the Fearless deck. All right, so now we're talking about this. So this message today is telling me about someone who has been through a lot in life, right? This is someone that has persisted because they have an inner drive. So you could relate to this, right? That you could feel like no matter what happens, I'm always going to create, I'm going to design, I'm going to build, because I have that, kind of, it's like an engine in a way. And it's like you feel like there's some kind of divine purpose. Sometimes we can't always touch it, but you just feel like, well, there is a purpose that I have, and I must keep going, even if you don't always have the answer. So you could also feel like, even though you have this drive, you haven't been rewarded a lot or credited for the work that you do in the world, because you don't really make a fuss. You just get on with doing things that come innately, this thing that drives you, right? And people might think that because it comes innately to you, that they can overlook it, because no matter what, sun, rain, shine, you're always going to be there doing this thing for them, or doing this thing in the world. It could be something simple, like you're the person at work that everybody's going to call on to be the secretary in meetings, right? You're going to keep meeting minutes. And so it's that type of thing. And you have, because of all of this, right? Because almost like while you are busy working and people are taking this for granted in a way, you are building up your experiences. You actually hold a lot of wisdom from the life experiences which you have gone through. So all these like experiences where people have in a way used your, I think that inner drive, it goes back to the inner drive, have used that inner drive that you have for either for the general good or for their good. It's been an experience that you've built, right? And I don't think it's something that you strike me as the type of people that you don't, it's not like you shine this widely, like you shout this from the rooftop. It's, you have these experiences which provide a wisdom innately, as well, that it's just something that is there. It's there, and you don't necessarily need to share this with everyone. And I think the thing is that some who know you very well may know that you are this really like wise person, even if there's there's things that are overlooked about you. And this, it feels like an inner circle. These people value your wisdom and the resilience and the push that you have. I think that sometimes you could be tired from the effort of what you've had to do in life, but along with this beaver spirit, it's like you are someone that's a fighter. I actually wrote down you're a little fighter. So it's like not like a big fight. It's like you're just gonna always be doing what you need to do. And those that look at you sometimes wonder, and this is the part now that I think is interesting. This is the part where people wonder why you are doing all these things, right? Why is this person continuing to do these things, continuing to spend energy, continuing to exhaust themselves to do this? And I think it is that they misunderstand you and your intentions, because sometimes if you don't understand that kind of inner drive, you can mistake it. You have this engine innately because it is God given, and because you know instinctively that you have something to accomplish on earth, while others who are insecure or scared, and even those who may even love you, but you see these people are also like um in their fears, and they want to keep you safe, right? So if you want to keep somebody safe from the thing that you fear, they may push you into conforming. But you know relying on their fears to keep you safe is not necessarily the way, and not using your gifts is something that maybe that has come up for you. It's like, don't, this thing that's unique about you, it's like, because some these people want to keep you safe, it's like, don't show anybody that you have this thing. Don't use it. It's not useful here. And some of them know how special you are, right? But they have these people have like known nothing about like using, like standing out, because you have that inner drive, and it's like, you know, you have it. Some of these people have conformed their whole lives, so even if these are people that love you and are around you, you know, you could find that this is something that happens. So I think they have sent this message. This kind of feels like family, right? This feels like family. People that have sent a message to you of just fitting in, like be like all the other men or women of your country, be like all the other women of the place that you're from, be like all the other men or women of the family that you're from. Um, and it's like you have to know that the essence of this message, right, is that these experiences that you've gathered, these skills that you gathered, and even this idea of like continuing to work, this drive that you have, is what is your actual gift. This is your actual strength, and this is what is going to keep you going. So keep creating, keep growing, keep building, because this thing is your core gift. And the attempt of people to keep you conforming to status quo is actually you not using the gift. So now I want to move into the tarot a little bit and ask a few questions. So I want to ask, how can you best use these gifts? All right, how can you best use these gifts? Ace of Swords, this is like always stand in your truth, like, right? So never let anyone confuse you about that. And we do have the King of Cups. This is kind of in a way of acting from your emotional space as well. Three of Swords. All right, I think one of the things is that you may have some kind of tap into or understanding of people who have gone through hurt, because it feels like you have gone through that yourself. And so these gifts are could even be speaking about people who have experienced pain and hurt in their life. Okay, two things come up. Queen of Cups and Four of Cups, right? So I think you could be someone that, you know, is, of course, is coming out that you're quite sensitive, and you could be quite intuitive as well. Um, you have had your own disappointments in life, right? With this Four of Cups here. But I think because you have this deep understanding and this will to keep almost like giving and generating with this Ace of Wands that wants to come out here, you have the ability to change things by actually sharing what you have experienced, right? Wheel of Fortune here. In your own social groups, you can almost like flip this energy. We saw the King of Cups, now we see the Queen of Cups. It's a very emotionally balanced energy, which I think you have mastered, because with this Scholar card here, this is someone who has learned from their experiences and is like capable, right? You're now capable, you know, understanding what you can do, and you've gone through the things, and now you're willing to I've almost feel like you could be somebody that could be community minded, because you are willing to give back to people, but maybe tentative because you're not quite sure what these gifts are or how to do with them. It's this intuitive ability, and it's also this ability to be caring and loving and accepting of those around you, especially for those who are like, this is like an uncertainty. I'm not sure about myself. I'm not sure about life. I'm not sure about love. I'm not sure about family. You have that ability to speak to those people here. Three of Swords. Now let's look at the question of like how to deal with those that try to keep you in a box, right? Because that's something that came up in the main message, is that there are these people that want to, in an attempt to keep you safe. In a way, they might think that love is like keeping you safe, which is keeping you in a conforming state. But like, how do you deal with that? How do you deal with those people? All right, Two of Pentacles. Let's get all the cards out here. Seven of Cups and the Hierophant. All right, so there's something here with the Five of Swords. It's almost like you are going to have to almost like fight to win. In a way, you have to like this resilience that you have to have, because sometimes for some of you, you might have felt like the people that have tried to keep you conformed and just keep you in this stuck place is, it could be even be parents, right? It could be family. And so when you grow up with like that, you can feel quite put in a box. You could feel powerless. But this card tells us is that you have to almost like fight for no matter what the stakes are, because we go back to the beaver. There's that inner drive, right? That you have to go forward. You know what you have to do here. And this is talking about now how you use your gifts. All right. What do you do with these people? How do you that attempt to keep in a balance? I think it's like you have to find a balance. You can't give these people a level of control or say in your life that is going to swing you out of balance, right? Because I think that it's hard to almost be someone that has certain types of gifts spiritually, or whatever it is, empathetically, because you feel like, how do I manage where I'm coming from, the people that knew me as I was, with who I want to become? And so it's finding this way. Now, this is talking about making new choices as well, and really listening to the guidance that's coming through. And I want to say about this that guidance is going to come from different areas. It's going to come from people that like are new, people that come into our circle. You might, it's really weird. Sometimes in my own life, I've been at like a party and somebody just come up to me and said something, and that like changed everything. Um, you could also be seeking real guidance. So some of you might find like you might take on somebody who's more like a mentor in your life who can help you with this. Now, I want to look at the last question we have, which is what relationships that honor you look like, right? Because this is what you're trying to deal with. Like, how do you use these gifts? How do you step into the new while being, like not totally destroying all your relationships around you? And as we say that, new things are going to come into your life. So let's see what relationships that honor you look like. A whole chunk just fell out. Okay. Ace of Cups here with the Hanged Man, the Two of Swords, and the Two of Wands. All right. So I think it's that, you know, when new situations come to you, this could be something where you're going to find yourself almost like paused. Let me think about this. I almost think it's talking about not rushing into relationships, because it's how to say, it's not, sometimes when you have like anxieties, attachment issues, all sorts of like needs that are going unmet, we tend to rush into relationships. And in this one, it's talking about when there is a new situation that's coming up for you with someone, you can take your time, see things from various perspectives. And it's almost like as you are stepping into like deciding, do I go forward? There's like a clear plan, a clear decision making that you have to go through. I'm choosing to enter this. So, okay, that tells me that it's not you feeling like you are being how to say, lured or seduced into connections, but it's like you choosing of your own free will these people that want to come into your life. Let's see if there's anything else. What else is here? Okay, the Star. All right, so this is a message of, as we start to like round this message out, there's a whole like sense of hope that I'm hoping that this is giving to you. There's some kind of healing energy that you are a part of, and the people that are coming into your life are people that are going to be good for this path that you're taking. one of the things is like anybody that comes into your life and tries to disrupt you from that path. So it could be something like, oh, for my growth as a person, I'm starting to go to the gym every day, or I'm starting a diet every day, or I'm starting reflection every morning. Um, Someone that is on your path and is going to be good for you is healing and is wanting you to have that, is wanting you to keep going on that path. And so they will encourage you. People that are maybe there to distract you and stray you off that path are not the people that are honoring for you, right? So you can leave this message here, and you can go back and see what the message was if you're just joining us, and of course it's going to be up. But also let me know below, like, what you think your gifts are and how you're using them now. So thank you, and we're going to wrap up. Take care, and please do give a like, comment, tell me what you thought, and of course subscribe. All the best. I'll see you on, I think it's Sunday morning that I'll do on All Signs. And I am playing with the idea of doing a pick a card. But, we'll see. We'll see. All right. So take care.